schedules, homework schedules, and assignment schedules to join us here. So, the topic I'll be presenting today is women empowerment through meditation. So, I'm from Heartfulness Institute.
Uh, Priya,
My name is Priya Sriram.
interrupt
I
you.
go by Mrs.
Priya,
Priya Sriram. I live in. Did
Priya,
anybody have? Yes,
yeah. It's me, Gunasund Adlin.
Adeline. Yes, please tell
Yeah.
me.
Let's start with formally. Students are prepared to invite you.
Okay, wonderful.
Thank you. So, Srinidhi, you can start now.
Yes, ma'am. So, good evening, everyone. Empowered women empower the world, and within the silence of meditation, they discover the strength to rise, lead, and inspire. A very good evening to everyone. On behalf of the PTU IEEE Student Branch and PTU WI Affinity Group, I invite you all to this session on women empowerment and meditation. Empowerment is not just about breaking through glass ceilings, it's about discovering our inner strength, fostering resilience, and supporting one another on the path to success. In this pursuit, we are honored to have with us an individual who epitomizes empowerment and embraces the transformative practice of meditation. Please join me in welcoming Mrs. Priya Sriram, a distinguished alumna of PEC, CSE, Class of 1995, and a trailblazer who transitioned from a successful career in the tech industry to becoming a passionate math teacher and social and emotional learning coach with the Heartfulness Institute. Her story resonates with the theme of today's event: women empowerment and meditation. From her early days as a software engineer at HCL HP to her roles as a database developer at PNB Bank in Kuala Lumpur and a database administrator at AT&T Labs in Austin, Texas, her journey is a testament to the strength and adaptability of women in various fields. In 2004, driven by her love for mathematics and a desire to make a meaningful impact on young lives, she made the courageous leap into the world of education. Today, she not only imparts knowledge as a math teacher, but also serves as an SEL coach, bringing the principles of heartfulness meditation to the forefront. She has been a heartfulness meditation practitioner for the past 18 years. Heartfulness Institute, a non-profit organization with practitioners in 130 countries, is a beacon of meditation and mindfulness. Heartfulness relaxation and meditation techniques are studied and proven to be effective in reducing stress and anxiety, improving sleep, enhancing emotional intelligence, and exploring heights and depths of human consciousness. Without further ado, let us warmly welcome Mrs. Priya Sriram to guide us through a journey of empowerment and meditation. Ma'am, please.
Thank you. Thank you for those kind words, and the introduction was excellent. Thank you so much. And I have to thank your professor, Dr. Gunasundari, for giving me the opportunity to connect with young minds and young hearts, as all of you. So I just can see the enthusiasm with you all joining on a weekday. So let us get started. Hope you all can see my screen with the presentation and everything. So some of the points I was going to present, Srinidhi has done a good job of talking about women empowerment and a little bit about meditation. So we'll put it all together and see how it applies to us today. Wherever we are, whatever we aspire to do, how it applies to us. That is what is going to be our discussion. And feel free to unmute yourself if you have questions in between, or you can put it in the chat session also if you have any questions. I want this to be engaging, not just me being on a lecture mode and trying to tell you. This can be a conversation, a discussion from here. So before we get started, I just want to know how you are all feeling today, just now. So you can type in on the chat session if you're feeling relaxed, rested, tired, because I know you all had like a 3-day weekend with Republic Day on Friday. So it's a 3-day off days, and maybe you had a restful weekend spending with family, or you had like a lot of assignments to catch up. I know your semester must be just starting in January. I mean, like now I'm more being on the other side of the desk, being on a teacher mode than being on a student. So I kind of like have forgotten a little bit about how what when you get all these assignments and everything. So take a minute, take a breathe in, and see how you're feeling. If you're just like cheerful, happy to be here, tired, sleepy, I would like to hear from you how you're feeling. So let's get started. Women empowerment. So women empowerment, what defines women empowerment? It is defined by the access to opportunities and resources around us. What we, depending upon aspirations, depending upon where we are, depending upon who we are surrounded with, we are all open to different kind of opportunities and the resources that are available to us, whether it is, if we are looking for an internship, whether we are looking for job opportunities, or even, let us say, no need to even think about job opportunities, even when we are preparing for an semester exam, like the books we have access to, the notes we have prepared to. I know these days Google kind of like comes in as the god these days, but when we were walking down those halls of PEC, library was the only thing where we go to, and we kind of like the photocopying places around Pondicherry were like having a good business thanks to all of us from PEC. And also, um, the our opportunities is also comes in along with the social and economic circumstances that surrounds us. So you can see that I have put in here 5 points that kind of like what allows us to empower ourselves as a human being, as a woman, as the female part of the society here. And something you will see here is, and the next 3 points I have defined is the feeling of our self-worth, like what we feel that we are capable of doing. And when these opportunities provide themselves, what do we choose? Do we take uh, choice one or choice two or choice three? How when you all came into the engineering college, you had like the choice of like choosing from different departments. What do you pursue? Do I pursue electronics and communication? Do I pursue computer science? Do I pursue civil, electrical? Like there are many choices. So what do we choose? And also the decisions you make, like it could be different things, especially when it comes to examinations, when you have like back to back examinations, what do you have to prepare for? Where do I start, where do I end? Because like things happen so quickly in a semester, between examinations and all those cultural activities, and all those extracurricular activities that you are all like good with and capable of devoting, spending time there. You want to know how much time do I spend to these cultural activities, because you need to bring in the artist in you also while you're pursuing engineering. So what we are good at. So out of these 5 things, you can see that the first 2 pointers that is being listed out here, you will notice that these 2 things are out of your control. Because I live in New Jersey, and my children, they are more of young adults like all of you. So my son has already finished his computer science engineering, he's finished his master's, and he's working now. And my daughter is currently in a second year psychology program. So based on, since I have had major part of my education in India, I could see the opportunities that were provided for me, that was available to me as I was growing up, and I could see the more variety of opportunities that were available to them as they were growing up here. So these are something that is beyond our control. And also you can see around you, you can see, like, as growing up in India, we have the most diversified society over there. So you can see right from your neighbors to your friends to everyone, how these social and economic circumstances come into play with what we have access to. So those two pointers, you can see that it is something beyond our control, right? But when these opportunities provide, when these circumstances, when these resources are available to us, the last 3 pointers out here, you can see that that is where you come in. And how do you bring forth? How do you bring the best in you? How do you do that? So that is what we are going to talk about today. So before, let us take a step back. For you to be successful in anything you do, whether it is an examination that you're preparing for, whether you are giving up aspiring to become an MBA graduate later after you finish your undergraduate, whether you want to do pursue masters in the same expertise that you're already pursuing, the science course, whatever you want to do, or even in the simplest, as I told you about your extracurriculars that you want, you do, you're good at extempos, you're good at presentations, uh, and you want to, like, take up, like, do some kind of a artwork on the side, you do pursue, uh, you're good with singing, you're good with your wonderful dance performances, whichever it is, your attitude and effort, those are the two things that come in, that defines your success in whatever simple things or great things. It is your attitude and effort that comes into biggest play. And little bit more expanding on attitude and effort, I mean, you're all good readers, so you can read what is available to you here. I just want to expand on both of these key points that I have presented here, because, so let me first take with the very simplest example that we all see someone in our daily lives. So I'm looking at the second point here, which is continuous effort. Continuous effort, you know how some days are better than others, right? Like some days you don't feel like getting up out of your bed, you don't feel like you want to do things and everything. But look at this example, look at your mom in your life. Even though January 26th was an off day, even though it was school, your college was off, even though the offices were off, even though things were off, she still woke up in the morning. She still made whatever brings you that comfort in the morning, whether it is chai or coffee or any other hot beverage of your liking that you would like to have. She woke up with a smile because she has the love for her family. She knows what is the dish that you kind of enjoy, whether you kind of like eating potatoes, or it could be paneer, or it could be something else exotic that you want to do. So she kind of like made an effort, and she makes that effort every day, right? Whether it is a weekday, weekend, exam day, off day, where however she has, like, she might have her own work related deadlines, and she may have her own personal deadlines coming up in the household that she wants has to do. it's both your parents. I talk moms because me being a mom myself, that kind of comes in, and I kind of like admired. My mom is a big, my mom and my grandmother, they were a big influencer that I really look up to in my own life. So I brought in mom as the effort, but parents generally, you can see both mom and dad in everyone's life are amma and appa. They bring in this, show this continuous effort that we see who make change, whether small or big. That is the difference we see in our daily life, right? So that is something that I wanted to tell you about continuous effort. And here talking about attitude, and here um, obstacles and opportunities. So it is our attitude towards it, right? And India has made something big in that one, because when we were, just as we were all like getting into finishing our high school, giving up our 12th grade exams, and we were like applying for our colleges, and that is when computers were coming up. you know all these computer technology jobs were opening up. Yes, it was yesterday's technology what we started with, but still technology is technology, right? And you can see that the youth and colleges and great talent in India saw this an opportunity. And what was the difficulty? These Western countries, whether it was a country out here in Europe, or a country here in North America, or country elsewhere in other part of world also, they didn't have enough talent to work on these fields in their companies and everything. That was a difficulty, and we took it as an opportunity. Our colleges opened up, preparing our young minds, preparing our youth to go out into the world and take care of these opportunities that were provided by the world. So it is that attitude. You look for the opportunities and you take it. It sounds simple, right? Like you take the opportunity provided, you look for it, put in the effort. Everybody says that. So at this point, I just want to like bring out a recent video that I saw on YouTube. It was by our finance minister, Indian finance minister, Mrs. Nirmala Sitaraman. So I know she sounds so wonderful out there. Her confidence comes up in her talks and everything. But she has put in so much effort coming from, family like ours, our own families that we see around us, and she has put in. And in this it is that video is available on YouTube, so you should be able to look at it. So there is a college student by name Divya. She comes up and asks about how we can overcome these difficulties, especially the female folks, the women folk, how we can overcome it. So she says, first you need to identify that aspiration, that strength to overcome. You need to find it within yourself. So that is and she more very eloquently, she goes on explaining it very well. So I would encourage you all, if you haven't gotten a chance to look at it, go and do it. So you can see that so she talks also about this strength in you, that you have to find this inside yourself. So let me ask all of you, when you're driving in a car, when you're driving anywhere, whether it be a bus or car, how do you want the driver to look at the road and take you careful wherever you are? So here you are driving your own future. So you're the driver who is driving your car or your vehicle to your future. So which is the better road that you would like to drive? How would you like it? The first one, you can see like it's like an after a rain or something, maybe somebody splashed your windshield. It is not going to be a safe drive there. and the other one you can see that is a much more cleaner windshield, much more better drive. You enjoy the scenery, and at the same time you are promised of a safer drive too, right? So here the choice seems to be like very clear. Why would this be even a question? Why would someone prefer even the left one? Because the first thing, the road is not clear and something you don't enjoy doing it, so the right one seems to be clear. So we need to, I want you to keep this in mind when you are looking at your own future. So you can see that the cleaner window, the cleaner glass gives you a better vision of what you, where you are going, how you want to do things, whether you want to like take, be careful because there's a turn coming up. So now you're all driving your own bus or your own car, whatever is your vehicle of comfort, please choose that vehicle. So now you're driving your own vehicle to your future. So what is it going to be? So imagine. So now the window is clear. Think how powerful and how clear it would be that your vision is when all of this dirt and all of this doubt and all of this confusion and everything goes away, and this clarity comes in. It is as if like the clouds parting and revealing those beautiful blue skies, right? So wouldn't you want this in for yourself? That this heaviness and this confusion and everything is like moving away, allows you to look into this wonderful opportunities and aspirations that lies ahead in front of you, opening up your natural state of lightness and joy, which allows you to shine in. So here who is shining in? It is you. That strength in you, that inner aspirations and that inner talents that you have yet to discover, it opens up it yourself. So you're allowing it to open. It is not like anybody comes in. Yes, we have our support system of our lecturers, we have support system of our friends, our siblings, our connections we have made, and our parents, of course, our family. All these support system exists, but this support system, they are supporting you. And if you don't support yourself, because we know self-help is the best help, so this support system is available and will be prove helpful only if you support yourself. And how do you support yourself? You find that way by which you can like touch in that inner aspirations inside you, the inner strength within you, and you kind of let it shine. And the best way for that to do is like, because I know some of you are in your final year of engineering, looking to like taking, especially this being your final semester in I don't know if you're like already taking in the campus interviews, if you've gotten something of your liking from the campus interviews, or if you're still like wondering, is there going to be a company that would fit in to my needs and to my aspirations. Because you all have like personal priorities, the other priorities that you might have, these all have to go together, right? Because sometimes it works in, clicks in the first try itself, sometimes it takes more tries. So what happens is, just like you can see this beautiful tree that takes a long time to grow up and will helps its community by providing in shade, by providing in the needed fruits and everything. So what sustains this tree? So this is something not seen by us, right? Because it's underground. So you can see that a good root system is needed for a tree. Isn't that something like we have seen, like learnt in our earlier grade 5 or grade 6 science itself, because we learn about these root systems, the stem, the branches, how it grows to be, and everything. That seems to be like a sixth grade and a seventh grade science material, right? But this is something, because the root system is not available for us to see through our human eyes, that is not visible to us, we sometimes forget about it, the role that the root system plays. So imagine for us, for our human outer growth, wherever we need to shine in. Because a little bit of a personal note here. So you all know that I finished my 4 years of engineering, was contemplating on pursuing my master's, and my somehow things on my personal end didn't give me enough time to pursue my master's. And hence I kind of like took a job, and then it took me outside of India. I was given an opportunity and I took it. And so I went into Malaysia, and then I moved to United States and everything. And I got married and I had children, beautiful two children and everything. And even with youngsters at home, I still kind of pursued going into work and everything. Luckily, I had like a support system, family support system, that allowed me to do it. But at the end of it, after I had like two children and everything, and I was doing well with my company and everything, which is AT&T research company. So I was given this opportunity with a wonderful manager who allowed me to pursue, do things and everything. This meditation practice allowed me to go back to the original. And I wanted to, like, it was because computer science, how writing programs is all about, right? Because it needs kind of a logic. You put in the flow chart, you write the algorithm, you kind of do that logic. And I was like, oh, it was because mathematics was my favorite subject growing up, and it was my love for math that even allowed me to enjoy doing these pursuing these computer science opportunities. So I took a step back and I thought, I want to, like, go and work with young children, because I was like enjoying my time being with my own children and doing that. And in fact, my company gave me this opportunity to like take a sabbatical for about an year. So that year allowed me to like think back and go back. And it wasn't an easy transition, because from a job that was paying good enough here, up here, I went to a job that was here. And between this grad, I had to like go back to school, because I had to get a degree for becoming a teacher here. So something that is equivalent to B.Ed and M.Ed there in India, I had to pursue something here. So it was like at home I was like helping my own children, like learn 2 plus 2 and 3 plus 6 and addition problems. And then like I had to like learn myself about how to teach, what is there about teaching and everything. So it wasn't an easy transition, but at least that strength I needed to do this transition was provided to me through meditation. And at the end of this, after now, like, it has been 19 years since I left AT&T research and started on this path of teaching, I can say that at the end of the day, I'm a very happy person working with young children and working with young minds like all of you. Because while I teach mathematics, I also get these opportunities to work as a volunteer with Heartfulness Institute, taking these to schools and to colleges to work with young minds, for allowing them to discover their inner strength and everything. And I would say that this was provided to me because I was able to like take this opportunity and also find the strength to pursue it. So now we are all going to get a chance to experience this. Okay. So I want you all, wherever you are sitting, to relax. Sit back on your chair. Nicely sit back, relax. Close your eyes gently and softly. A little bit about this relaxation and meditation. I will be guiding you through the relaxation. So we are not going to have any external factors that are going to help us. You're going to tell yourself that I'm feeling relaxed. You're going to empower yourself. So that empowerment, that encouragement from within is going to begin now. Okay. So I want you to just follow along. It is going to be easy and simple. So just close your eyes, sit back in a relaxed fashion. Sit comfortably and close your eyes very softly and very gently. Begin with your toes. Wiggle your toes and now feel them relax. Feel the healing energy from Mother Earth move up your legs, through your toes, into your feet, and to your ankles. The healing energy relaxes your toes, your feet, and your ankles. It moves up to your knees, relaxing your lower legs. Feel the healing energy move further up your legs, relaxing your thighs and your hips. Take a deep breath in and slowly let it out. Now, deeply relax your waist and your stomach. As the healing energy moves up, it relaxes your back from your tailbone to your shoulders. Feel your entire back relaxing. Relax your chest and your shoulders. Feel your shoulders simply melting away. Take a deep breath in and gently breathe out. As the healing energy moves into your hands, it relaxes your upper arms, each muscle in your forearms, your elbows, right up to your fingertips. Take a deep breath in and gently breathe out. Relax your neck muscles. Now, let's gently move our awareness up to your face. Feel your jaw, your mouth, your cheeks, ears, nose, eyes, eyebrows, forehead, gently relaxing. Feel your entire body from the top of your head to bottom of your feet completely relaxed. Now, gently go into your mind. Let go of all unnecessary thoughts. Any thoughts of the day, just let go of it. Feel your mind relaxing. Now, when you're ready, move your attention to your heart. Stay for a little while. Feel immersed in the love and light in your heart. Remain still and quiet and slowly become absorbed within. Just make a gentle supposition that the source of light is in your heart and that this light is attracting you from within. If there are any other thoughts arising, just let it go and return back to this light that is attracting you from within. And remind yourself of the light within. Allow yourself to become more and more absorbed within. Start meditation. Remind yourself again that this source of light within you is attracting you from within. Keep your eyes closed and remain absorbed within this deep silence until you hear me say, "That's all." With your eyes closed, come back to the present moment. Take few seconds to see how you feel within yourself. And whenever you're ready, gently open your eyes. At this time, I would request you all again to share on the chat box how you're feeling now. I know some of you had shared how you were feeling at the beginning of the session. Thanks for that. If you can again see how you're feeling now, are you feeling sleepy? Because that is totally okay too. If you're feeling calmer, if you're feeling relaxed, or if you don't feel any change in how you're feeling, I would like you to share on the chat box, on the chat session, how you're feeling. I would like to share with you all how I'm feeling. I'm happy and excited to be with all of you. This is something I've been looking forward to for the past some time. And now with this relaxation meditation session, I'm feeling much more calmer and relaxed than how I was at the beginning of the session. So if you all can take a minute. How do you feel now? Because this feeling, so since I'm talking to all science students here today, a small science experiment that you're all going to just doing in your mind with your sitting. So imagine I have a cup of water and I'm adding a spoon of sand into it. And I'm like nicely giving it a stir. Now I'm going to have like a yucky cup of water, right? The cleanliness, that clear water which I had at the beginning before I added the spoon of sand into it is all gone. But now let's rest that cup of water by the side. Give it few minutes. Depending upon how fine the sand is, I know it's going to vary from anywhere between 2 to 5 or 8 minutes. So what do you see at the end of 2 minutes, at the end of 5 minutes, at the end of 8 minutes? The longer you wait, the more sand particles are going to settle down to the bottom, again giving you that clearer water that you started with at the present, right? This is something like a science experiment from our school days, isn't it? When we learn about density of particles, when we learn about density of different things. So that is exactly what is happening to us here. You gave yourself some time today, allowing yourself to relax both physically, mentally, and you went deeper. And because whenever I do these programs and when I interact with the students, I always hear everyone feeling calmer and clearer. So if it can happen for a cup of water, the sand particle settling down, giving us a clear water, so doesn't this allow us to give a more clear mind, a more clarified mind, allowing that inner light in yourself to shine, allowing you, that light is allowing you to see things much more clearer, allowing yourself to take better decisions. So, why is this? Why are we talking about this now? Why is it relevant? How is this important now? Because all we are trying to do is, so you have taken yourself 12 years at school, right? Starting from kindergarten. Oh, I didn't count the kindergarten years. If you count the kindergarten years, then it's going to be 14 years. So you have given yourself time at school to prepare yourself, to improve your intellect, to sharpen your mind, to present yourself better, present the concepts better. Remember, once upon a time, presenting the concepts of understanding the concepts of fraction or understanding what x and y represents in an equation, or even now better, because you're all engineering students, let me talk to you all about those calculus, differentiation concepts, those calculus concepts, right? It gets better and better. Your way of explaining things, or depending upon the engineering pursuit that you're all doing, it allows you to explain the concepts better, right? So you have given your mind so much engagement. You have given it, allowed to expand and do better and better. But what have you done to your heart so that it can shine also better? So that that heart can shine what is coming from your mind better, right? So that is what we are trying to do here. We are trying to fine tune our heart with our mind so that you can glow better, so that you can be your better self, whether you want, whether it is your household activity or whether you want to do an extracurricular activity as an artist, or whether you want to like see, do I pursue my masters, or do I go into a job now, or do I like do something else, help your professors, do a project, stay in the same place of academic institution where you are, or explore, go out into the world, stay with your family and be in the same town, or go to a different town and try to take up a pursue something else. So it allows you to do that. And these are also, so what you did today is something you are putting in, you're allowing your emotional intelligence to expand. So when I talk to you about SEL is nothing but social and emotional intelligence, allowing ourselves to interact with others in a better way, communicate ourselves in a better way. So as you can see here in this circle, so our emotional intelligence allows us to, prioritize our time better, to be self-awareness, like to be aware of your own strengths, because as Michelle Obama, the everybody knows who Michelle Obama is, I think. And after her being the first lady of the president in the White House and everything, the major role she has taken is she has taken it to talk much about women empowerment out there. And you can, again, just as I talked to you all about our finance minister, if you Google her talks and everything, in a recent talk that she gave to, when she talked to some of the African students, in, I think, in one of the African countries, I forgot where it was. She was talking to these capable, wonderful youth like you, and she said, like, what is common between all of us, especially with women folks, is we are our own self critics. Like, how much ever you do, you're like, oh, maybe I didn't do it very well, maybe I can do it better. Yes, if you take it with the right attitude, that kind of like you use it for self improvement, you do it well. But if it is going to weigh down on you, and you just like kind of like it is like a cloud over the sun, covering the sun, it is not going to like do yourself, shine yourself better, right? So this kind of a clarity, when you are being a self critic, it allows you to take it with the right attitude and make yourself better. And what happens when that shine comes in through you, and you're able to do, self aware of your social skills, you better become a more compassionate person, and you become self motivated. I see in each and every one of you a future leader in your own way. So, this heart based emotional intelligence. And why do we need this heart based emotional intelligence? You can see, ask your mom. Go back home, ask your mom. Or I think most of you are there at home. So ask your mom. So the first thing that we know that there is a life within you is from your heartbeat that allows you to grow right from within your mom's, inside of your mom, and till today. Do you tell your heart, okay, I have to like now start preparing for my assignment, start beating, or I have to like do this, start beating? It does its work, right? So that is why we focus on our heart, so that all of this comes in naturally to you. You don't have to like be, but it has to be a constant practice. Remember, was addition easy to you? Multiplication easy to you? Remember, once upon a time when you were in grade 2 and grade 3, doing that addition problem, doing that multiplication problem was the hardest thing for you, right? But now it comes so naturally to you. I don't even have to like remind you that multiplication 7 table was one of the most difficult thing for you to remember once upon a time, right? Because everything else has like a particular pattern to follow, but 7, I have seen it, so my own experience working with my own children and my students and everything, right? But now you can like, even if I wake up you in the middle of the sleep, you're going to tell me that thing, how did it come? Remember all the practice that made it super easy for you to do it? So practice is what is going to help you a better you. So it should actually read developing this heart based emotional intelligence early in life, because you're all youngsters starting to bud, find your own way, blossom into the beautiful you, the better you for the future. These are some of the tools that are available. So, what we did today is Heartfulness Meditation, that is listed at the end of it. So there are multiple things based upon your time availability. You can do breathing with awareness, affirmations. PEMS reflection is nothing but journaling activity. You kind of like write about how you feel, or just relaxation and rejuvenation and everything. These are all the tools and techniques that are available for you. And where is this available? I know all of you are those technology wonderful you can see we are on the internet, we are on YouTube, we are on Instagram, we are on app. All you have to do is just wherever you are, search for heartfulness. And the best part is it is all free. So I know some things, essential things in life are free. Sunlight is free. The air we breathe in is free. Water is free. But its significance is not any less because these are available free. We know how essential they are to our life, right? So these tools, it's all available there. Whatever your mode of favorite mode of access is, you can just access us. Heartfulness, it's available to you. And I know Srinidhi already expanded a little bit about Heartfulness Institute, but I just wanted to tell our main I know as college students, you all like to take little trips to Kodaikanal or somewhere an exotic place, right? So our main place is in the Telangana, the state of Telangana. It's about like 40 minutes drive from Hyderabad airport. It's called as Kanha Shantivanam. That is our main headquarters for Heartfulness Institute. You can all Google it out there. And you will see from a barren land from 10 years ago, now it has become a beautiful rainforest out there. And they welcome college students. You can like go spend time there. You can like do it a group of yourself as a personal or as a college group, you can do it. And close to you in Pondicherry itself or Puducherry, we have Heartfulness Center out there too. If you all want to reach out there, if you all like want to take a trip or something, but wherever you are available, accessible depending upon your time, we are available on technology. And we are all volunteers. We are from different walks of life. Some of them are teachers, some of them are doctors, some of them are just like my husband, they are all computer engineers and software developers from those walks of life. And my own daughter, I think I talked about her. She's in second degree. She's pursuing her bachelor's in psychology and public health. And she is a yoga trainer and she is also a volunteer. So doesn't matter, you have like many programs, you can take this or you can volunteer. And this is what I want you to leave with today, that remind yourself, I have the potential to make a difference. So if you all can mute it, if you all, I know you're all muted, so in your own rooms, wherever you are, if you can let you all like tell with your loud voice, with your own voice, I have the potential to make a difference. The difference need not be something like, we don't have to become immediately start something like Bill Gates, have a non-profit foundation and do it. So he started something small, maybe like doing in his own community, started cleaning up the roads, or like just started serving food somewhere. And that is when he started making big. So in your own way, you can do it. And I want you to end with this thought. So thank you all for joining today. And I know I took extra 5 minutes of your time. Thank you all for being here today, and take care of yourself. And you have the potential to make a difference in your own beautiful way. Okay, take care and goodbye.
Thank you so much for that amazing session, ma'am. As we
Thank
conclude
you
this
for me.
empowering se- as we conclude this empowering session, let us express our heartfelt gratitude to Mrs. Priya Sriram for gracing us with her inspiring journey and insights. May her experiences serve as a beacon for all of us in our individual quest for empowerment and self discovery. I thank each and every one of you for being a part of this transformative event. Thank you all for being a part of this transformative session. Thank you.
Thank you all.
Srinidhi, you can stop. I think Madam just left. Thank you all. Srinidhi?
Yes, ma'am, I'll stop recording.
Yes.